Good morning, this Phoenix Amore. So what is it? Today is Monday. So guess what you are now seeing? All right, let me get on up. Let me flat iron my hair a little bit and put on these earrings, these type earrings, because of the fact that I have a t-shirt on. Okay, so I'm talking to the girls that are dressing at school or however you want to say it. You don't always have to be over the top with your dress. Notice I have on just a simple little green t-shirt, and then I have on bigger earrings because I have a simple shirt on. Whereas if I had a really flashy shirt on, I may wear simple earrings. But it's all about, again, your preference and your style. So I wanted to remind people this morning. I kind of woke up with this, like, you know what? I have to remind people where this all came into play initially when I started talking about consignment and all that. It was really kind of giving people a glimpse into the journey of how I've become the person that I am. And remembering, I started out working as a little car hop at a Sonic. I worked there briefly. And then I worked at this consignment store, if you recall, where I looked and I said, people are paying X amount of money for these clothes and then coming here selling them, and then other people are getting them for a quarter of the price. So I've always had this mentality where I look at stuff like, that's interesting. Now, here's the thing. You'll have some people that'll call that cheap, right? I laugh at people like that. Do you know why? It is because they kind of lack a common knowledge that a lot of people have, which is, if I can get that same name brand, whatever, for X amount of money, why wouldn't I do that? And the thing is that human mindset that gets very stuck in certain ways, as you want to call it. Now, if people recall, my whole point in this was appealing to everyday girls, right? Who cannot afford what some of these celebrities have. That is the reality of it. And it's so strange how then you had some people, grown folks. This is where I'm coming, bringing people down to earth again. I started appealing to girls who can't afford certain things. So guess what? I have to feel, when I said I have to feel it with them, hey, sweeties, when I'm on a budget and I go here, I'm not poverty minded. So all these people that came in thinking they knew what was going on, please back off. That was the whole thing that I said before. Why I'm driving a paid off car and all this kind of stuff. Again, I go into that thing where I have to explain to people I already had 3 houses before, different cars and all that. I already had that stuff. So it's not that I'm complacent about where I am. It's the fact that that was part of the whole life lesson where God was like, you had all that. You still feel like the same person that you were when you had all that, even when you've kind of been in this hiatus and the hermetic journey, however you want to say it. So you have arrogant people who couldn't hear when I was saying this to folks, like, hey, at the end of the day, I was the one managing the finances, and hey, we want to buy this house, but we need to invest in this house because the value is this and that. I've been through all that before. So it's very, I think it kind of blows people away at 39 when they do speak to me. And I'm like, listen, you don't have to speak to me like I don't know what you're talking about. So all the people are like, oh, she's over there just complacent and da 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 da. First of all, complacent is the wrong word. Taking a bit of a rest is the right word to say when you understand history. Whoever was on some, oh, she's trying to have a pity party, you need to be quiet. Okay, that's what this video is about, is a reset button for all those people who forgot why it is I even started this whole thing about the Venus Genius, and because I'm human and all that, was to kind of have a self-acceptance start to become more of an awareness for people, as opposed to, I need to be like this person, I need to spend this money on this and that. If you recall, one of the things I talked about, tax season, what did I say? I said the bad habit that a lot of people have is get that tax refund and go buy 4 pair of shoes, and then you have the 4 pair of shoes and zero money. Do you recall all this stuff? I'm reminding people where this all started, because that's where I'm headed back. So all this political stuff, now you see as I start to pull away, it's very interesting when people think you have good ideas that kind of keep you in where they want you to be. No, no, no. I'm going back to where I was headed to begin with. That's what people are going to understand now. So understand one thing, when I was talking about this, the mind, body, spirit, that's also that self-acceptance where, hey, whatever your budget is, at the end of the day, you can still dress decently. Take your butt to the consignment store. Who cares what so-and-so says, because she can go buy it at the mall, or she can get online and buy this brand. Who cares? That does not make who you are. And the whole reason that I got into this, if it's about the journey in life and what you kind of apply as far as in your own spiritual growth. So one of the things that I need to stress is, when I started growing out of more of that tomboy stage, it's like God planted certain people in my life. Like I had a girlfriend, I think I was maybe 21, was like, hey, you need to start wearing jeans that fit a little bit tighter. And it wasn't that she was saying overly sexual. She was just like, Tighter, you have a cute, even though you're petite, you have a cute figure. You may not have the big old ghetto booty, as they want to call it, but you still have a cute figure. Basically, it's saying take all the assets that you have, even on a physical level, even mind level, and go with that. And so once I started running into these little people that God put in my life to say, girl, you know what? Yeah, you're petite, but you have a cute figure. Don't worry about that. I had to hear that stuff from people who saw in me what I didn't see in myself. That was the whole point of starting this site about because I'm human. That is what I mean when I say perfection is not an option. Just embrace who you are. Take care.